fast. Whoa! I went ahead and I sanded the brakes. He did have a lot of big deposits around the rotor that you could see. So I'm pretty confident that that's what was causing his pulsation. I went ahead and did the heat sleeve on the power steering line. I drained a little bit of the power steering that was puking. I still got to do this part. I changed the dipstick, did the oil change. I made the catch can quick drain. See a little hose there. And then this guy, you just twist it off like that. And then well, this is closed, so you twist it and then that opens. I made some pretty good progress. I'm not 100% done, but pretty good progress on this part. This is all mounted and connected. I just gotta tuck everything in and clean it all up. That's coming up pretty cool. The part that everybody wants to see, and honestly, I am super excited about, I'm probably more excited about than Josh, the owner. It's the brand new turbo. So check it out, guys. So this is actually a pretty special turbo. This is an aluminum center housing. I don't know if you guys knew, but BorgWarner offers the EFRs in both an aluminum and a steel center housing. So this is this whole turbo. The main, you save a little bit of weight. I guess this was something that really was developed mostly for the Indy cars. So you do save a little bit of weight. It has some better thermal, dissipation capacity or whatever, however you say that. But it solves a couple of issues for us because you have to run the plate kit that we were going to have to run in order to try to keep the bolts from backing out. So as you can see, these bolts come pre-drilled. These are ARP bolts and they come pre-drilled for safety wire. And there's these plates that basically share the load amongst more of the bolts, all right? So we were gonna have to get that anyways. And I am not a safety wire expert. I never worked on airplanes, but I'm gonna try my hand at safety wiring these bolts together. So, but that's not really what makes this turbo a special turbo, because you can get the aluminum housing on any EFR. So this is an 8370, guys. So what this is basically a compressor wheel from an 8374 and a turbine wheel from a 7670. So I think that this is going to be the best of both worlds for him, because we wanted to downsize to a 7670 to get that, have a better transient response and spool. He was kind of afraid that he wasn't going to be able to make, close to 500 wheel at low boost, where the 83 easily at 24 pounds of boost makes 500 wheel, even on a stock engine. A 7670 can't. You got to push it a little bit harder. Hopefully this is the best of both worlds, having a large compressor and a slightly smaller turbine. That's what this video is about, guys. We're gonna go ahead and get Josh's POS back on the road. Let's go. Now, I'm not gonna cover every step of this install, but if you guys are interested in a how-to install for a turbo kit like this, please comment and subscribe, and stay tuned for a future video that I am gonna be posting. I'm not an expert in safety wire. I don't really know exactly how you do this. The purpose is the bolt tightens this way, right? So we're trying to get the bolt to not be able to rotate this way. All right, it's all done. Came out pretty good if I say so myself. Regular, that doesn't work on airplanes. So hopefully all this effort really works out to hold this. They're not all attached together all the way around. Like when all the stuff that I looked up on the airplanes, it seems like they just grab 2 bolts. So that's what I did for the most part, but because there's 5, the bottom one is sharing amongst 2 other bolts. So came out pretty good, man. Hopefully that holds up pretty good. Bam, just like that. New turbo is in. I tighten all the bolts, I put all the water lines and all that kind of stuff. All I gotta do now is to put the locking tabs for the stage 8s. Back in business, boys. Sound nice and healthy. No leaks. Let's go tuning. I just wanted to give you guys a rundown on this car. This is a stock long block with the exception of it has AMS TMP cams and GSE springs and retainers. Other than that, as you guys saw, it has the full race turbo kit. It has a Greddy 33F front mount intercooler, ETS intercooler piping all around. It's got my full fuel system, which, you know, maybe another video we can get into, but, you know, it's got the surge tank, in-tank mods, inline fuel filter. It's got IG 2000s. It has an Exetti triple. It's got a 418. So this thing has some long gears. When you get this thing in fourth, it just pulls and pulls forever. It has on the rear, it has a mechanical rear diff, so it's deleted. We deleted the AYC rear diff and we put an Evo 8, Evo 9 style rear diff. I'm not sure if it's restacked. I don't think so. Oh yeah. Had a little hiccup there. Like a little knock. It went to rich, but it pulled good. Big boost. Ooh, that hit 28.8 pounds. Whoops. All right, so we gotta back it down a little bit. All right, guys, so finishing up the tune here. I think I got the last pull. I also did some work on the track tune. Did some cleaning up of the boost and the EFR and things like that. And the car's running super nice, super smooth. But while I found a clearing here, I kind of wanted to give you guys my thought on the new turbo. I think BorgWarner hit the ball right on the mark. The turbo definitely feels that it fits right in between 7670 and 8374. Street Evo, you know, looking to make 500, maybe 550, you can't go wrong 7670. Turbo is super responsive, much more responsive than like an FP Black. It's still better even than like an FP Red. All right, I will compare the spool and the transient response more to like an FP Green, but it punches way above that. Punches almost as hard as an FP Black. For a street car, I would pick that all day long. All right, but before this particular turbo, if you wanted to make a little bit more power, if you were shooting for like 600 wheel, let's say you were shooting for 600 wheel on a stock block, and you were looking at an EFR, you had to jump all the way up to an 8374, which is a much bigger turbo than a 7670. So this particular turbo, being right in between, it hits the sweet spot. You could make 600 wheel on this turbo, okay? I think even, yes, well, for sure, I already did it on a stock block, okay? You don't have to run as much boost to make that kind of power as a 7670. 7670, I ran it all the way up to 29 pounds, and on this particular car, we were making about 550. So you have to push it pretty hard to get to 600. Whereas this, we're at 27 pounds, 27 and a half, and not even flat, and it made 600. All right, let's do some final pulls. Let's try the track map, 24 pounds. So for a track map, this is nutty fast. Nutty fast. That's incredible. Love this turbo. It makes sick power at low boost. This is only 24 pounds, actually a little bit less. The gauge will show 24 pounds, but on the log, I got slightly more than 23. And it pulls sick all the way up to 8,000. Street map. Whoa. Oh, this shit's fast. Nutty fast. Whoa. Dude, this is money for a stock block. Crazy that stock block can do this. All right, guys, so that's a wrap on this one. Super happy with the way it turned out. Hopefully Josh gets a lot of enjoyment. I really hope that the safety wire and all the effort that we put into keeping this thing together works, and he gets a lot more track days out of this, because I think he's at that point where if something major happens to this thing, he may be done. Super impressed with the turbo. I knew that it was going to work. I've used tons and tons of these EFRs, and I love them, you know. I don't think you could beat them for transient response and spool time. For such big turbos, they're just super impressive how well mannered they are on the street. And man, this car is, I really like this car. It just needs a couple of things in my opinion. Some sick wheels and some coilovers, and this thing would be minty. So come on, Josh, step it up, man. He has some Yankees for the track. Oh shit, look at that. I didn't even know this has happened. Oh my God. Sorry, Josh. You're gonna need a new fender liner. This shit's all melted. How funny is that? But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, comment down below, all that good stuff. All right, guys, on to the next one. Peace.